Good afternoon, good evening. I'm Steve,
I'm Travis.
and welcome to another episode of The Last Podcast You Want. How we doing, everybody? How you doing, Travis?
You know what? Besides the fact that I went for a run in shorts and it was 60 degrees yesterday, and now I have a thermal layer on under my hoodie because it's below freezing, and that's something that happens in Missouri. I'm great. I'm just great. How are
Excellent.
you? How are you?
I'm doing well. I know you haven't watched yet, but I watched the series or the season finale of Mighty Ducks Game Changers today.
I could have watched it.
I'm getting over being sick. I was in North Carolina, flew out to North Carolina on Thursday, came back Monday, was sick as a dog Monday night, all day yesterday, and mostly today. Hopefully, I'll be good tomorrow. Other than that, we're having fun. It's been over a week since we recorded an episode, so let's dive right in with what I always love starting with IMDb birthdays.
Okay, but Steven, I do hope you start feeling better, and laughter is the best medicine. So I'm thinking this might help. Hopefully, I mean. And I could have watched Game Changers, but I just didn't want to. I could have watched it if I
You
wanted
want
to, but
to
I wanted to wait to watch it with my girlfriend because that's my choice, and that's
and
what I
that's
wanted to do. And sure, am I excited to see them face off against elite Canadian hockey players and team dominate, and Mighty Ducks? Yeah, no, no, I'm not. I can wait.
Against the former coach of the Ducks.
Oh right, yeah, slick back hair guy
Ed
from
Morrow, get out of here.
he's from Letterkenny, I believe.
He's from season 1 of the Mighty Ducks.
Oh yeah, he was the coach of the Ducks, but
Okay, so celebrating a birthday today, Travis. Starting with Miss Kaylee Kuko.
I think it's Kaylee, like Quaco.
I don't give a shit. I already said it. How old is she turning?
It's a Big Bang. Let's see. She's like 10 years older than me, maybe. No, not quite. I'll say 41.
37.
Fuck me. I
How
jumped on the
about
high side.
Alicia Cuthbert?
Uh, Jack Bauer's daughter?
Jack Bauer's daughter. The girl next door, you could call her.
Yes. Yeah, she has that vibe to her, I believe.
She's in a movie called The Girl Next Door, Travis.
I know. I saw a movie with Paul Dano today. That's funny.
That's actually the first movie I ever saw Paul Dano in. I think that might have been his first movie. But please, how old is she?
It perhaps was. She's, I don't know. She's like a little older than Kaylee Cuoco, maybe. Fuck. I don't know. She played a teenager in Bauer early 30. Maybe she's 38.
She's 40. How about director Ridley Scott?
Not a big fan.
How are you not a Ridley Scott fan?
Just kidding. Turn the lights down. It's making it too hot in here. 57.
85.
Whoa, dang, dude.
Celebrating a birthday today, Mr. Ben Stiller.
Sometimes I think you go in order, but now clearly I don't think you because I hedged on the way low side thinking they must be closer to the first two birthdays. It was not. Shit. Who?
Ben Stiller.
55.
Ooh, close. 57.
Okay. See, I was thinking I was ahead. I jumped one ahead. I think you read those out of order or something.
Mandy Patinkin.
Oh.
Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to have your age guest on Criminal Minds. He's getting up there. 65.
70.
Oh, okay. All right, he's looking good, though. Good for you, buddy. Do not look 70.
Walter Emmanuel Jones, even though he just now goes by Walter Jones. He's the original Black Power Ranger.
I don't know, 45.
52.
Damn. When did Power Rangers come out?
Let's see here.
I guess, yeah, you know what? My mistake was thinking that a teenager was playing a high school student back in 1990, but he was probably already in his early 20s, which makes sense. So okay, my bad, people.
And the final birthday of today. Nope,
Mhm.
I don't want him. God damn it. Nope. What is IMDb doing? It's fucking with me.
Okay, I'm like, wait.
IMDb's trying to fuck on me. Okay, here we go. Back to it.
I'm
The
ready.
last birthday of the day, Travis.
Okay.
Mr. Colin Mockery.
Oh, whose line is it anyway? Right? No.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know, man. He's got to be 64 now.
65.
Oh, okay. Good way
Travis
to
was
finish.
so close,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen. Those are IMDb birthdays. We
Sponsored by
do.
GT's Kombucha.
It's not brought by any kombucha. Travis, shut up with that shit. Jesus Christ. And ladies and gentlemen,
Anything IMDb should sponsor it.
oh my gosh. No, our sponsor is Throwback Gamez. You can check them out at Throwback Gamez. That's games with a Z. And that's our sponsor, along with Pro Wrestling Loot. If you happen to like professional wrestling and like a mystery box, once a month you can subscribe to Pro Wrestling Loot for $24.99 plus shipping and handling. And you can get a certified wrestling autograph, art print, pin, trading card, and much, much more. That's ProWrestlingLoot.com. Now, back to our show. So, Travis, we have top box office for this week. Number 6. Black Adam, 3.3 million.
Wow.
He went from the top to the bottom, but you
Hanging
got
on.
The Menu is number 5 with 5.5 million. Devotion is coming in at number 4 with 5.9.
Ooh, I'll be seeing that on Friday.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, for its 5 to 6 day run, made a solid 9.4 million, coming in at number 3. The new animated feature Strange World is coming in at number 2 with 12 million, and holding strong at number 1, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever with $46 million.
Interesting.
Travis, what have you been watching? What have you been doing? Spotlight's on you. The microphone is yours. Have at it.
Wow. In my everyday life, I've just been watching a lot of Scrubs. I've been educating Wesleyan. And, it's a lot of episodes, a lot of laughs, a lot of tears. But we've been having a lot of fun.
I wouldn't say a lot of tears.
Dude, you'd be surprised.
I can think of twice when I cried on that show. I can think of only twice when I cried watching that show. It's when the old lady dies. It's the episode where everyone dies.
Oh yeah, we just watched that one when the 3 donors and turns out she died of rabies. They think it was a suicide. Yeah, and then
like
Cox
he was
goes
trying
off
to
the deep end.
Yeah, and he what's his name? When Garden State was trying to help the old lady. Like everyone that they all thought they could save, they all died.
Yeah,
and of course, who are you talking to? Brendan Fraser episode.
Oh yeah. Oh, when they show up at the funeral, like, where do you think you are right now? That is like,
Man, I woke up one night while Tiffany was watching that while I was sleeping. I woke up to that episode, and I woke up to the part where they were at the funeral, and I started crying. I knew what scene it was. I knew what was happening. I started crying as I was falling back asleep because that's how much that episode affects me.
Yeah, I had a hard time watching it with Wesleyan and like just knowing like early in the episode what's gonna happen and knowing that she didn't know and trying not to, but just be like, oh god,
It's
can't handle it.
Futurama. Futurama has 2 episodes that will always make me cry as well.
We just watched Blast from the Past, oddly enough, which is fucking way underrated movie. Brendan Fraser, he's making a comeback, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I think we as a podcast are here for it.
And the duck says, "Put it on my bill."
He kept his wallet in an underground bunker for 35 years. I can't do a walk-in. I'm ashamed that I even tried it.
We'll work on it later. No. Everything is work for improvement. Everything.
Yeah, but you don't do it while you're recording. Oh, God.
That's how you figure out what works and doesn't work, okay?
That's true.
So
That's true. You know who is not making a comeback because they pretty much haven't gotten anywhere? Steven Spielberg.
Oh, and speaking of which, what did you see today?
I went and saw The Fabelmans.
Tell us about it, Travis.
I'm surprised it's not cracked the top 6 in the box office because I mean, Spielberg is an iconic director. Maybe he's lost some luster to that name. Maybe it doesn't mean anything anymore. I don't know. But I thought it was quite possibly the best movie I've seen so far this year. It was really good. And it did, 2.5 hours. Did not feel like 2.5 hours one bit. Thoroughly entertaining. Incredible cast. Michelle Williams, Paul Dano, uh, Judd Hirsch makes an appearance in there as well as Seth Rogen. Big fans of both of them. I meant to write down the name of the young actor playing the Sammy Fabelman, which is the Steven Spielberg, but not Steven Spielberg. It's basically based off his life, but not kind of thing. But he gives a really powerful performance. And it just reminded me a ton of back in the day when I was in junior
You're thinking
high.
of Gabriel LaBelle.
Yes, thank you, sir. Yeah, he deserves kudos. He definitely deserves for us to put his name out there because he was great in this. Gives a really well-rounded performance. His relationship with his mother and his performance off of Michelle Williams is just incredibly powerful. He hits the comedic notes well. He does everything that you can ask of anybody. In this movie, I think, gives you everything you want. It gives you a lot of laughs. It gives you a lot of cool action watching him create his own special effects and make his movies. It just reminded me a lot of, using Lego sets and my own trickery with my camera in junior high, making short films with my buddy and just getting by with no budget and just trying to make things look as real as it could be. And he kind of starts off just making films with a toy train set, and it just really snowballs from there. And it was a really, really good watch. And I'm surprised that it's not doing better in the box office because I think it's an Oscar watch.
In reality, it might be not getting a lot of draw from the theater crowd because Spielberg recently, I believe, went on kind of a rant saying that online service streaming is destroying modern cinema. So people might be protesting his movie because of his statement. I don't know that if that's, but he recently.
It sounds like you do know.
No, I'm just saying I believe he recently came out and said that. Don't quote me. But
yeah,
I believe
he took the Scorsese stance.
Scorsese stance or superhero movies are not real movies.
Right.
Which I think is fucking ridiculous.
That movie's with a ton of depth, but
I got to say though, Spielberg over his time has had some absolute bangers, and I would also say some big misses.
you got a 40-something year career now,
right? But I'm saying that, like, for me, just about a lot of what Spielberg has done has been an absolute banger. I'm absolutely in love with Jurassic Park. It's one of my favorite films ever. That's a Spielberg film.
You're going to say that.
The Indiana Jones movies are great. I absolutely love them. Catch Me If You Can is amazing. Terminal is great. I'm
really glad to hear you say Catch Me If You Can because I think that movie is truly iconic with Hanks and DiCaprio performance.
I'm not a big fan of War of the Worlds.
No.
I think I think the last good film that he really directed, in my personal opinion, the last film that he directed that I thoroughly enjoyed was The Terminal in 2004.
Okay.
Because
I think this turns the tide again. This is a banger.
You can look at the movies after that. I'll bang them out real quick. War of the Worlds, Munich, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom.
You didn't like Munich?
I didn't.
Okay.
It's not my time to film. I might have to sit down and rewatch it.
That's fair.
Either way, that's still 2005.
Yeah, that's basically the same time.
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, The Adventures of Tintin, War Horse, Lincoln, Bridge of Spies, The BFG, The Post, Ready Player One, West Side Story, The Fabelmans. And I haven't seen The Fabelmans yet. But I thought Ready Player One could have been a much better done film. Yes, it was entertaining. Was it a spectacular film? No. Was it an entertaining film? Yes.
Yeah, the book is so much better, and I hate to be that guy to say it.
So much better.
That's no knock on a film. It's hard to recreate that. But.
And I hated the BFG. I sat through that whole thing in the theater. I thought that film was boring as shit.
Honestly, we were just talking about Roald Dahl the other day, but I don't think I even bothered to see BFG.
In my personal opinion, the last good film that Spielberg really directed was in 2004. So 19 years ago.
So maybe he is making a comeback. Maybe my opening statement is entirely flawed. Terrible premise, Travis.
If the Fabelmans is a good movie, I'd love to go check it out. I have
I
to
think
feel
it
better
is,
to go
dude.
to the movies. So, what else have you been watching? What else? Anything new, or are we going to go on the 2 movies that I've watched?
No, we've been watching that, and we watched the new Netflix movie. I'm blanking on the guy's name. If you ever watched Smallville, he played Green Arrow on that. Uh,
Stephen
the new,
Amell.
I don't know.
Oh, on
The
Smallville.
yeah,
They had Green Arrow on Smallville.
I guess I didn't watch Smallville, but when I googled the guy, that's what that was his most notable performance. So, Noel Diaries. I thought it was kind of formulaic. It's a rom-com Christmas film.
Oh, is
Rustin
that the
really
movie
enjoyed it.
Noel Diaries?
Yeah, shocking, right? Very subtle name there. It could have been worse. Could have been better. That was what we watched. It was, I don't know, pretty much on par with that Lindsay Lohan Netflix. I mean, it's a Christmas rom-com, so it's gonna be predictable. It's hard to.
You would have lost me like hardcore. I let my
Yeah.
I let my wife watch those on her own time when I'm working or when I'm not home. There are films that we will compromise that I will watch. She doesn't want to watch. She doesn't want to watch Andor, so I'm like 4 episodes into Andor on my own.
Ooh, I'm 3 episodes in. I need to.
Catch up on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I
Uh,
made her watch A Christmas Story, and then so I had to watch. That was
for the
her
first
choice.
time, had she never
Counter
seen A Christmas Story?
It was like her second time, but she didn't really like it all that much. She just basically said it wasn't bad. So
Great, it's a great Christmas movie. It's a great
I've
Christmas.
been to the house.
Um, my apologies.
Yeah, you should apologize.
I caught Slumberland and Elvis. Those are the only 2 new movies that I saw. It's the new Jason Momoa film on Netflix, which was a lot of fun. Chris O'Dowd is also in it.
Oh yeah, from IT crowd.
Yeah, from the IT crowd. Um, and that was a very fun and entertaining film. It's one that I could easily watch once a year, maybe more, but not much more than that. And Elvis was a very interesting story. The kid that played Elvis, if that was him singing, he did an astounding job. Tom Hanks was very, very great in his role. And it was
Austin
just
Butler, I want to say, is
Austin.
that guy's name?
Yep. It was a very well done movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I didn't see it in the theater because it was very long.
Mm-hmm.
And the wife and I watched it in 2 different sittings. But it was really well done. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not a big Elvis stan or anything like that, so I really needed it to be uh, good on its own film. You know, I wasn't gonna just get by on just the hype for Elvis because I had none. And I really enjoyed it and actually made me appreciate him a lot more. And I just found out something interesting. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that the guy that Tom Hanks is playing didn't have an accent. He just kind of decided that was something that he should add to the character. And that's what he I
Great.
think it kind of works in the role. Certainly gives him this
Because
I
he's
don't
he's like a colonel. He's a colonel, so like he's a Southern gentleman. That's what I take it as. That's what I take it as.
yeah, but he almost sounds like a weird European like
He's a carny, is all. Well, because he was European. He's from like Poland or some shit.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't
Either
hate it. He was
either
shisty as
way,
fuck, that's for
he
sure.
was shiesty as fuck. Travis, are you watching Titans? I forgot. I think I've asked you this before.
I've only watched the first 2 episodes. I need to. I don't. I'm not on HBO
Of
Max.
the new season or of the whole season altogether?
Of the new season.
Okay, so we'll talk about that another time. As we do come to a close, because we are approaching that 20-minute mark.
Is it
Uh,
time? Oh my.
it's about that time. Travis, is there anything else you'd like to talk about or leave the guests with as we wrap it on up?
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to take it on home. Thank you for coming on this little journey with us, as you do whenever we have the chance to get together and record an episode. Not that you ever do, but hit us up online. Let us know what you think. We always enjoy your constant non-feedback. Other than that,
Yeah,
that's
smash that like button, Dave.
yeah, we're on YouTube, so smashy, smash, smash. With that being said, you can find me on Back to the Retro Review, which releases once a week on YouTube, and Layeth the Squad Down, a show in which former guest and I, bearded geek Kevin Ray, talk about professional wrestling on a weekly basis for Monday Night Raw, Wednesday night Dynamite, Friday night SmackDown, and Friday night Rampage. Other than that, that's Travis. I'm Steve. And until then, tip the veal, try the staff. We'll see you next time.